Hey TV fans, welcome to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
On this episode, we'll be discussing Loki, episode 6, the finale, which is called For All Time, Always. Appropriately titled. Okay, so this episode was obviously bigger than I had anticipated, but it started even before we saw Loki and Sylvie with the Marvel Studios logo and all the little chatter from MCU.
Yeah, I was like, wait, something's different. I feel like that always happens. I watched the beginning and they started a little bit different and like it makes you like really pay attention, like what's going on here.
Yes, I was trying to listen because I don't know so much about MCU lines, but I heard Wakanda Forever. Yes. Okay. I also heard How Dare They? That was Greta Thunberg. And then I heard classic Loki say Glorious Purpose. That was just from episode 5. I heard What is Grief If Not Love Preserving? That's Vision from WandaVision.
I just got goosebumps.
I know. And then I heard I Will Rise, Maya Angelou. And then, of course, Sylvie from last episode, she says, Open Your Eyes. So this is all just led right into this episode perfectly.
Oh my gosh. I totally think, especially as we go into like what happens in the episode,
yes,
it kind of makes sense, this like cacophony of overlapping like information from different movies and different like TV series and like what's about to unfold. And I feel like Marvel does such an amazing job because, you know, when we started to review WandaVision, I was like, I need to watch the other movies, right?
Yeah.
And I did not realize back in 2008 when Iron Man came out, the first one, they were already planting the seeds for like future movies.
How do they do that?
I know. That's why I'm like, whoa. How do you know everything?
Track? Yeah.
Like, how did you know you were going to be that successful that those little nuggets, like the end credit thingies, they had one in Iron Man.
Really?
How? Yeah. With Nick Fury.
I really got to watch this stuff.
I know. It's kind of mind-blowing. I'm not even into this genre, like, naturally.
Yeah.
Don't gravitate towards it, but I'm, like, sold.
Well, they're doing a good job.
They are.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's talk about this episode because it's very meaty. We start with Sylvie and Loki, and they've made it to the Citadel at the end of time. Okay. First of all, Miss Minutes comes up, and she's just like
sassier
than ever.
Yes.
Yes, I love her, and she's trying to like make this deal. And I was like, I didn't realize she had so much more to do with it, and was like in on it so much.
She is. It sounds like she is more powerful, or more like keyed into like the powerful being,
yes,
than we realize. We thought she was more like with Renslayer, right?
Right.
But no.
So I loved the reveal of He Who Remains. Okay, it's Jonathan Majors, who we love from Lovecraft Country.
Yes.
He is so delightfully charming.
Okay, did you know that this whole episode was just going to be him explaining the whole thing?
No, but I was there for it.
I was, like, totally there for it. I was mesmerized. That little, like, gizmo thing that he used to, like, tell the story.
It looked like liquid metal.
Future PowerPoint.
So
flip
cool.
charts.
Yeah.
And it was just him talking, and I was in it. I was like, tell me more.
Like, mesmerized. Yeah. I was like...
I was following and not following at the same time.
Same. Right? Yes. I was like, yeah,
yes,
whatever you say, keep talking.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But his delivery of the lines, even, he's so, charismatic with it.
Yes.
It made me excited. He's just casually eating his apple, which is obviously so symbolic. Right? I mean, it's like, everything that you can imagine, like just everything, it was perfect.
The apple that never like went away. No matter how much he ate it, there was still the same amount of apple.
Oh, I wonder if that's like a metaphor. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but that was just, yes, it was a big chunk of it was him, and I didn't mind it.
Yeah, totally.
And, you know, I finally got some satisfaction with Loki and Sylvie because they have their little battle because they're like, what do we do? I love this. Sylvie's like, I don't buy anything you're saying, as great as it was. I'll buy it.
I don't know what my feelings were, but it was kind of so sad that after all that connecting that they did over the whole season, it boiled down to their like initial personal issue, which was she can't trust people and he can't be trusted.
Oh.
Boom, incompatible.
Yeah.
It's like the story of all relationships in my mind, like, you know, these two like childhood traumas that are never resolved.
Yes.
And so that's why this whole...
Your baggage.
Yeah.
Oh,
work through your baggage, people.
I know. And Loki was just... Tom Hiddleston did such a good job of just like, I want you to be okay. But she's like so determined, and he's just, his face, the way he looks at her is so endearing. And then they kiss.
Oh, I know.
I was waiting so long for But yeah, it's sad.
It was
it's
so
bittersweet,
sad.
right?
Yeah, tragic.
Tragic indeed. So, you know, I've heard that MCU is known for their battle scenes, but this little battle scene was this, like,
this
you know,
was
big or...
I felt like this fight was more convincing than the fight that we saw with the, like, you know,
Pruner?
Yes.
Yeah.
This was more, like, there was more, like, jumping around and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't, like, a totally epic battle with, like, well, I mean, because in, like, you know, like, Infinity War, there'd be, like, a whole battle with, like, 50 people fighting at the same time. So we didn't get any of those yet in this series, but, you know, it was still good.
I don't think we needed it.
Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah. So I really love this series because I have no idea where any of this is going, and I love that their little battle happens, and then there's, like, He Who Remains just, like, totally enjoying it, and it's just like, what's gonna happen? I was a little confused when he said something about, like, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember exactly what he says, like, they reached they've crossed the threshold.
I was just gonna talk about that too. So it was so cool how he just, like, reacted to nothing.
Yes.
There it is. Right? And then he's like, that's the end of what I know. So wait, so like, hold up. So like everything that you knew, which you said you knew everything of every timeline, that is exhausting because I can barely keep track of what I have to do today. But then, wait for it, and now it's over.
Like, yeah.
And now he's just like, let me see what you guys decide.
Yeah.
What the
heck? He gives them the option. He's like, you guys can totally take over. I'm kind of exhausted. Or, yeah, you can do this, and then there'll be more of me that just comes back. I mean...
Okay. Okay, so I'm imagining, and he did a good job of the illustration, right? I saw, like, what were supposed to be universes on top of universes.
Yes.
Although they looked like solar systems to me because they had a center.
Oh.
A big center. So I had a little issue with that because a universe should be, like, many solar systems and galaxies. So there shouldn't be a center, right?
Okay.
It looked like fried eggs to me.
Yeah.
But, so I get it. So he's been maintaining, I think I get it, like the separation of the universes, right? With the TVA.
Yes.
And then now, because of the choice that they made, they're all going to collide. So we see all the, like, synapses fusing. Mm-hmm. And now everyone's going to, like, cross.
Right. It's messy. It's kind of messy.
It's crazy.
I mean, he reveals, like, this big, long story about the 31st century. He discovered something, and then he ended the multiversal war with Eliath and all that stuff. So, I mean, he's been around a long time.
Yes. So of all time.
Of all time.
Always.
So I just didn't know where this was going to go, or, like, and I was like, this is an impossible decision. But no, like, Sylvie knew all along what she was going to do, and Loki's there trying to talk her down. But yeah, after they have this passionate kiss, she pushes him back to the TVA, and then slays He Who Remains, who I think is Kang the Conqueror?
I believe so, because because he said, I've been known as many things, and he listed them out, but one of them was the Conqueror, but he never said Kang, but I think we know from our fans, thank you.
Yes, thanks
for letting us know. And then I know from, like, the extra textual information that he's going to play Kang in future movies.
Right.
I think Doctor Strange. So then, I've heard the term multiverse many times just thrown about in my random viewing this past several months.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of, like, lack of information, shall we say. Okay. But, you know, upcoming movies are, like, Doctor Strange, and I think it's, like, the Multiverse of Madness. Oh. Something like that. I know there's multiverse and madness in it, and I totally get it. I feel like I get it now.
How exciting.
Multiverse and madness. And I know there's, like, a Spider-Man movie coming out, which will also involve multiversal stuff.
Goodness.
Multiple, like, Spider-Mans.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, from all the multiverses. How confusing is it all going to be, but probably super exciting.
They have a plan. It seems like these people always have a plan for these.
Yeah, so, and then there have been no trailers yet released of those two movies coming up, but I believe it could be waiting for this Loki season to finish, because otherwise it doesn't quite make sense, right?
Right.
So look forward to new trailers dropping.
Yes.
For future movies.
Oh my gosh. I have to catch up on the past movies. But yes, okay, so... Okay, He Who Remains was like, see you soon, after she, right? Okay,
yes.
And then we don't really get to see Sylvie anymore, but then Loki's back in the TVA, but, oh my gosh, like, there's Renslayer and Mobius, they have their little reunion, and Renslayer's, remember she got, like, a message from Mrs. Minutes, or Miss Minutes, from Kang, He Who Remains, and so she's like, I'm out, she's gonna bounce, right?
And where does she go to see Kang?
Where does she go?
That's what I thought she might show up.
Yeah.
Time-wise, I thought we had time for her to show up on the other side. But then I thought, well, she would also have to break through Eliath, that would take time. Unless he's still sleeping or whatever he's doing.
Right.
Yeah, so
hibernating.
That never happened anyway, so who cares?
But yeah, we find out a little bit about her past, because she was a variant. So she was a principal at a school in Ohio, Fremont, Ohio. They go back to 2018.
Yes.
That's where Hunter B-15 takes, like, she's trying to show
she's opening their eyes by showing them that Renslayer is also one of them.
Right.
That blew my mind too.
That was crazy.
I was like, whoa.
They didn't elaborate on it. Like, it's just, that was it. And she just left. Mobius there.
Yes. Right.
Okay. So then Mobius and B-15 are really, like, in on this, and they're, like, they see that there's branches from the timeline, and it's totally happening. Loki comes over, trying to, like, help them.
Yeah.
And Mobius doesn't remember Loki. He doesn't know who he is.
No. And my mind was turning. Why don't they know him? Because all the time it has, like, it's all messed up now.
It's like he was sent to another timeline.
Or they're just all, like, which, because if they're variants, then there's multiple, everyone has a variant. Every universe has, like, I don't know what multi actually equals. Is it 20? Is it 5? Is it 10? Is it exponential? Is like a
I don't know.
Infinity square?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I have no idea either, but that broke my heart because their friendship was a lot of, the heart of this.
So I don't know, like, what's happening. And I was so dissatisfied with this because I saw the time.
And you knew.
I was like, this is not enough for a finale. I am super upset.
I know.
This show sucks because I have so many questions unanswered. You cannot end a series this way.
But wait, there's more.
Thank God.
They actually write it for us to see. It's right there. It says Loki will return in season 2.
Damn right you will.
You better.
Yeah. If not for that, you would be dead to me. That is unsatisfactory.
Yeah.
100%. But then just slap on one little title card. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You're like, okay, fine, I'm in for it. Yeah.
It was. How did you do that to me? I was super pissed.
Were you really?
So mad.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
I don't know why I wasn't that upset about it, because I either figured there'd be a season 2. I didn't know they'd announce it right there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't have to wait. Or, like, it would continue on in one of the movies.
Well, okay, remember when we finished WandaVision and I kept saying there's got to be a season 2? And then everybody poo-pooed on me saying, no, there's no sequels or seasons in the TV shows because it's a universe and they're going to continue it in, like, the movies and other shows.
Yeah.
So then I'm thinking, okay, you guys all know better than me. There are no season 2s. So then I thought this was really it.
I see. So you were in that mode of, like, this is all we get.
Right. Because I know that even if they do continue this in an offshoot movie, it's not going to be Loki.
Same. Yeah.
So I'm so happy to know that a full season will come. I don't know when. I feel like it could be sooner than we think.
Really?
It has to be. It's, like, right there. A cliffhanger that, like, needs to happen. You know they shot it right away. I'm totally guessing.
I feel like, you have good intuition with this stuff, and
like,
you're probably
it's really 12 episodes, and they just gave us 6 to mess with us.
Oh, I love that.
I'm wishful thinking, putting it out in the universe, in all of them, all of the multi.
Oh, for sure.
How long can you make us wait? Unless they're going to wait for all these movies that refer to the multiverse to play out, and then Loki saves the day.
Loki saves the day.
But can he?
I don't know. I did see that next up on Disney Plus, there is What If will be on Wednesday, August 11th.
Yes.
So that's coming up. And then, oh my gosh, I'm going to butcher this. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings will be in theaters September 3rd.
With Simu Liu, one of my favorite actors of all time.
Really?
Well, I don't know favorite, but because, I'm a big champion of seeing Asian faces on screen, and he's in Kim's Convenience, which I love. We've talked about before, and so that's exciting.
So lots more to come. But they did such a great job with this series. Yes. I mean, I knew WandaVision was like a mini series or whatever, limited series or whatever. I thought it would be the same for this, but this has been really exciting. Just the people involved, like even just like, well, the characters. I don't know much about the characters, but I didn't even need to, and I enjoyed this thoroughly. So much fun. I'm not comparing it to WandaVision because I feel like that's like apples and oranges here, but this was so exciting to watch. So yeah, here we go.
Yes.
I'm just like, now I'm pondering like, oh my gosh, they're gonna totally like in like, I don't know, October be like, here's the other 6 episodes, like you just said.
I hope so,
that's
but now
so cool.
I kind of doubt it because they probably have to get through the Doctor Strange thing, which isn't until the spring of 2022.
Well, then you're probably right then.
A year.
They're probably going to do the season 2 before then, no? Or does this have to go into it?
I feel like we are going to see ramifications of season 1 in movies.
Okay.
And then after that, after we see Doctor Strange, then Loki and friends will come and resolve or not resolve what happened. So, like, this sets in motion the multiverse. We see movies that engage in the multiverse, including the What If series. Mm-hmm. And then maybe after that.
Okay.
Not what I want.
That's fine.
Unless, like, there's a season 2 and a season 3.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But let's just keep it going. Oh my gosh, this has been such a treat to review. Thank you to all the people that have been watching and commenting and helping us. Really appreciate it. It's been so much fun. And if you want to, please comment below and let us know what you thought of this episode. Or if you have any insider knowledge of like how this is all going to go, please let us know. And then like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.